Hello everyone, it's been a long time since I did my last video, but I've been using my DJI Osmo camera quite a bit, and well, I've decided that as fun as I find the camera, there's a few issues with it that I'm not super keen on, and what I need to do is get the accessory pack. Well, the accessory pack comes with 3 items that I think are going to be useful. There's the scrolling wheel to allow me to pan and tilt the camera, and there's also the wireless module. So I've ordered them up and they should be here in the next day or so. As soon as they're here, we'll crack the review and see what you think.
Okay, so it's arrived. Came in the post today, and this little beast cost £99, which seems like quite a lot of money, if I'm honest. £99, which we paid £329 for the camera itself, so that brings it to 428 quid, which is quite a lot of money when you consider. But comes in a small little box here. So if we open up, so we get the instruction manual, which is in 300 or 400 million different languages, and all falling apart as we come out. And we get the wheel. Well, that allows us to pan and tilt the camera, which is one of the things that I found has been the biggest issue with the DJI Osmo. You can do it on the screen, but there's a difference between doing it and consistently doing it well. That's one of the major flaws that I found. Although you can pan and tilt using the screen function, it's iffy at best. It's not that functional. So I found there's been situations where it just does not work in a way that I would really want it to, which I've just found it is just irritating as anything. So got the Osmo camera. Basically the scroll wheel will slide onto here, and then we power up the camera, and it says, should say the wheel is attached. So then we can literally just roll up and down. Now that is far more functional than before. And then we flick the little switch here, and that will then give us left and right motion. And that's a much better way of doing things. I find that trying to do it on the screen was just far too iffy. It just was so inconsistent all the time that you'd end up trying to do it and then changing a function on the camera, or you would completely miss what you were doing, or you wouldn't get that smooth scroll that you can get with this, which is such a nice feature. Having the gimbal and the smooth scroll, it doesn't add much extra to the camera itself, but it's a nice little feature that you get on there. So in addition to the scroll function on here, you also get within the box a wireless module. Now this is another thing that's really bugged me, the fact that wireless doesn't come in. I get it's a small camera, it's small form, but there must have been room for a wireless module in there. I mean, it's not difficult. I get the feeling that they've produced this camera with the intention of selling all the extra parts for it. But you know what? I enjoy using it, so I don't mind paying a little bit extra. The wireless module comes here, pretty much just connects straight into the bottom, like that. Now again, another annoyance, you've now not got the tripod mount on the bottom. So you need to buy another accessory for this to slide into if you want a tripod mount it. does have a power feature on the back, so you can leave it plugged in and running, which is great if you want to do time lapse without being connected to your mobile phone. But again, minor annoyance, just it's the little things that are obvious that seem to have been forgotten. Just having a tripod mount on the bottom of this would have made all the difference. But it will seat itself well. It's stable on the worktop, so you can use it quite reasonably without any issues at all. And it'd be great for probably the biggest feature I can think this would work with is the time lapse. If you want to do a time lapse, you can set it up, leave it powered on, and it will go until it runs out of memory on the memory card. So that's a great feature, I think. But again, it should have really came in the camera itself. And then also in the box we have the mount. This is a mount that we can just mount the camera, still have access to the buttons on it as well, and it works pretty good actually. All of the things that we have within the box do work reasonably well. But again, it's going to sound like I'm moaning. Big gripe here. When it's mounted, one of the key features that I can't do is my latest scroll wheel. It won't go because they've covered the area. Now I could move it. Now if I move this up, I'm going to block out some of the screen. If I move it down, I'm going to block out my buttons, which is bloody annoying. You know, they've made a fantastic little camera here, but it's just constantly let down by silly little mistakes that you would assume would probably be obvious. Now if I mount it higher, I'm covering the buttons, which is another annoyance, but I think there's a way around that. So if we mount it, try to mount it, if you cover the buttons, it's going to push on them and activate the camera. Again, that's not handy. It's not what we want. Can't really mount it any higher, so that doesn't work particularly well. Not if you want to use the other functions on there. It's slightly annoying. I mean, I might be able to mount it higher up, but again, I think I'm encumbering the gimbal then if I do that. The only other option would be to mount it excessively low, but then it's not properly held in to the grip itself. So hey ho, that's it's a bit of a faff, but as I said, there's good and bad on this camera. I still really enjoy using it, but it has certain issues that I find really infuriating. Now, in addition to all these three items that have come with the kit, you also get a Samsung memory card with the holder, and inside you get a Samsung Evo 32 gig memory card. It's not worth a great deal, but still nice to have. It's an extra memory card. So individually priced, best sort of prices I've found these at is around about £52 for the scroll wheel, which is probably one of the most useful things. So £52-ish for that. That was on Amazon. About £55 for the wireless module, which I have to admit begs belief for a wireless module. Seems like an incredible amount of money. This is coming in around about 20, I've seen the cheapest. And memory cards, I mean, they're £6–7. So, you know, we're looking at probably £130 in total, bought separately, and £99 delivered if you buy it in the pack. So I don't know, you're looking at sort of, if you said £33 each for the 3 items, and forget about the memory card. But is it worth it? I don't know. I've taken a camera which was quite expensive but convenient, which cost, said £330. I've turned it into what is now a £430 camera. And when I think what I could buy for £430 with other cameras, you can get quite a lot. But do I have the convenience that I can just slip this into my pocket and take it anywhere with me? Probably not. Am I convinced it's a good buy? I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's a real tough call. I think if you travel a lot and you want to travel light and you want to be able to take high quality camera with a gimbal and image stabilization, yeah, probably. If you want to do action cam stuff with it, probably not. It's not waterproof. You need to take a lot of accessories. I mean, these accessories fit in the palm of your hand. They're not taking up any space. They'll easily fit in a jacket pocket, so you're not carrying a massive amount of stuff around. That is if you want the wireless functionality and you want the scrolling, the scroll wheel, so as you can do the pan and tilt. You know, it's a difficult choice. It really, I think this comes down to a situation of where it depends on your circumstances. If I was traveling lots and I wanted stabilization and everything else, I think at this time, probably, yeah, it's not a bad deal. And again, it depends what you want to use it for. If you're a hobbyist, you're not probably going to see a return on your money. If you were doing videos or you had projects that you could get a cash return on, then probably, yeah, it's well worth it. It's going to be one of those things, depends on your circumstances, depends on what you want to do with it. I think if you're not overly concerned about carrying a few extras, then probably a decent DSLR would be the way forward. The newer ones have image stabilizations on, and some of the new phones, to be fair, they have great stabilization. They're getting better and better features. Is it worth it? Well, leave a comment in the comment section, see what you think. I still haven't made my mind up. I've got a big trip coming up in October this year, which will really put this to the test. I'm not going to mention too much about it now, but it's coming up, and it's a big trip. So this will really get put through its paces. It'll be interesting to see what software I can use while I'm traveling to upload. That will be one of the big tests, whether I can upload decent quality footage on the fly using local network access, and still produce something that looks pretty good. So that's in October, so stand by if you want to watch video of that when it comes up. Then hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when the videos get uploaded. I'll be having a few more videos coming up soon. I'm not going to be trying to post 3 videos a week like I have been. It's just an impossible task with work and family and everything else. So I'm probably going to aim to keep posting 1 a week and try and make them a bit better quality and more interesting. Not going to have too many more reviews. I don't plan to spend a lot more money. certainly not on this. I think I'll probably reach the max of what I'm going to spend on the DJI Osmo. Although there is another spend that I did purchase, and that is I bought a hard case just for when I'm travelling, so I can pop the Osmo in here, and now I've got these attachments, I shall place them all in so they'll all fit within this case itself. Now these were on sale on Amazon. They're about £15, which I think is really good. They're waterproof, got excellent padding, and so yeah, that's a good deal. They're almost like the Pelly cases, which are a hell of a lot more expensive, but these are a pretty good case. I've now got two of them. I've got one for the Osmo, and I've got a second one for my 360 camera, which I haven't really done any reviews on or too much footage on, to be honest, because I bought this over a year ago, and it's been a sense of frustration for me, because when I purchased this, that was kind of promised that there would be a Apple Mac stitching app for it, and it never really came to fruition. I think we're probably 18 months on now since I purchased this, and still no Mac compatible app for it. However, there is a stitching app now on the iPhone XR, which supposedly will output at full 4K resolution. We'll have to see. I haven't had a chance to test it out, but again, this will be coming with me on the trip in October, so that will give it a better opportunity to see what it can do. But I might do a review on that soon. I mean, if people are interested, let us know in the comments. It's been a sense of frustration. I've had a lot of buyer's regret of when I bought this. I thought it was going to be a lot easier to do the stuff I wanted to do with it. Some of the stuff I have done that I've managed to stitch together has come out really well, and I'm really pleased with it. But again, it's a tough one. But for you that don't know, this is the Mi Sphere camera. It's been out a while. I ordered it up before it was available in the UK, but I think you can pretty much get it most places in the UK now. I ordered this from China, and it's a really good camera, providing you're not on a Mac, because stitching the things together on a Mac is a pain. Once you get it right, it looks really, really good, but it's quite difficult to do. Since this has come out, the Final Cut Pro has had a 360-degree app update, which has made a big difference, and the stitching software has improved a lot on the iPhone. Now, they say it outputs at full resolution. I don't know. That's still to be tested, but as soon as I've tested it, we'll see, and we'll see what this can do. So if you're interested in the 360 app on the DJI on the Mi Sphere, let me know, and I'll do a review on that sometime soon. And thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, really helps me grow the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one.